Alright, Sif was good. So, I've got another one of my phone right now, a couple more notes I've taken for the past few days. And the first one is that the pleasure of anticipation is often greater than the pleasure of acquisition or the pleasure you get from results. Now, what I mean by this is often it's the pursuit of things that really triggers us emotionally. And it's the reason why a lot of Olympians or athletes, especially to a high level, if they achieve a gold medal or they get some kind of reward and it's over in the off season, a lot of them, or when they retire, a lot of them say that they become incredibly depressed. And the reason why this is just because the chase, the anticipation, that is the thing that kind of drives the human psyche forward. And again, that's the reason why the pleasure that we get from anticipation is often greater than the pleasure we get after we acquire that thing we've been chasing for so long. And it got me thinking, like, you can't get lost in ideation too much. It's funny, I was talking to a friend of mine, and I think he was saying when you daydream or you just overthink stuff, you're kind of internally, you do like inverse procrastination, where you spend so much time overthinking, overdoing the mental work. But if you really look at what you're doing, you aren't making any progress whatsoever. Even though internally you feel like you are, but you're tricking yourself, you're deluding yourself. Alongside this, you're putting the results on such a high pedestal. It's kind of like dating. You just want to go in with an open mind, be in the present moment. Sure, you might want things to go a certain kind of way, but you're also comfortable with the idea that it might not. And who knows what's going to happen. And that is the same way as you need to approach life, especially when you set goals for yourself. 100% have those goals, have those visions, have those dreams. But once they're set, they're set. And you need to move from a kind of just a mental perspective, shift out of that and live in the present moment. Because on the other side of present action is everything that you've ever wanted in life. And that's something I've got to keep reminding myself as well, is once you set those goals for yourself, you need to really move fast. You need to really move quickly. Because the longer you delay, the longer you think, the longer you plan, the longer you ideate, the longer you daydream, you're just deluding yourself. And you're putting the results on a much higher pedestal, which in the long term, this is going to bite you on the arse, man. It's not going to help you out in the long term. So the faster that you shift from kind of an ideation, daydreaming, anticipation kind of perspective, and you switch to just the actual reality of the situation, and you just focus on what the actions I need to do right now, today, this very moment, just to move 1% forward, closer towards my goals. If you're thinking that kind of way, you're going to make a lot more progress overall. So again, the pleasure that you get from anticipation is usually greater than the pleasure you get from actual acquisition. Once you set those visions and those goals, stop keeping them on such a high pedestal. Ignore that shit, move that out of the way, and just focus on living in the present moment. Because again, I must reiterate, on the other side of present action is everything that you've wanted in life.